Good afternoon once again. The name is Kanya Nongwenkwezi Bovula. Thank you for joining in. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit the notifications button, share, and like. Would also um, like your comments. Today, I want us to talk about answering the ancestral calling. Um, I want us to explore the different reasons, we understand, as to why some of us are called, we understand, by ancestors, we understand, because the reasons are never the same for all of us. Very different reasons. Some of us, the calling is because there once was a Sangoma at home or in your family, in your bloodline. Sometimes it can be centuries ago, someone that your family never even knew, you understand. But somewhere down, like at the, down the line, within the bloodline, could have been a Sangoma. And only now they want to pass the baton on to you. Sometimes our ancestors were, people working with people, healing people, using herbs, or bengabathandazeli, using water. And they never necessarily twasad. They were never initiated. And you must remember there was a time um, in the past where our traditions were shunned upon, we understand, by the West. And as such, our forefathers were influenced to forego their traditions. And as such, people that were supposed to be initiated during those times would rather not be initiated. And they would practice without ever having been initiated. They would choose other forms of healing, um, because others were churchgoers. And as a result, telling, people knowing that you are training to be a Sangoma or Igqirha would have been taboo for them. So basically, they were chosen, but they never answered the callings. And now that they are that side, they want someone to actually now run the cause for them. So they pass the baton on to you so that you run the race on their behalf. You understand? Because now what happens is their spirit lives in you so that it is healed through you. That's one form of calling. There's a calling for some people that, yes, you will be initiated and trained as a Sangoma or Igqirha, but only to find you will never practice. You are only chosen to take care of your immediate family, or even maybe the clan, your clan, basically, your extended family. There are people who are problem solvers in their homes. You understand? People who have trusted because I think abantu abadala, they realize which, okay, their grandfathers never taught them culture, tradition, and customs, and as such, Um, we don't have any information as the children left behind now. We have never seen a cow being slaughtered in our homestead. You understand? We don't even know Islawu Sekaya. You understand? We don't even know isizibe esisetshenziswayo kwelikhaya. Do you get me now? Because our grandfathers or maybe our fathers and their fathers shunned upon traditions and customs because of pressures of that time. But now things are different with us. You find that those people on the other side now, they are asked questions. Basematyaleni. Basically, it's more like now they are in court. They have to answer. You understand? For debts they left behind. Amatyala abawashiye ngemva. Abanye otamkhulu babengabakhaphi ootata babo bengababuyisi ngenxa yeenkonzo abakhonza kuzo. But when they get onto the other side, they find that this man or his father is still on the outskirts of the spiritual world. You understand? The person responsible to make sure that he is a part of the ancestry never did anything. And now he has also crossed over to join the rest of the ancestors, only to find a group waiting. And he has to join this group. And those before him will chastise him that we relied on you. We relied on you, but you didn't come through for us. And therefore, we will punish you. You have to pay your dues. Now, your father will have to find a way to come back in spirit. You understand? To resolve those issues. Then they choose someone. Now, when you are chosen, it's you are chosen right at the time you are conceived. The time you are conceived, spirit already knows that this one will be the chosen one. Basically, you have you have your blood. You understand is such that you can take up any kind of spiritual work. You understand? Should any ancestor want to use you, not all of us are born that way. You are born that way, but the calling only comes later in life. But it has always been in your blood that if any ancestor wants to use you, any spirit that wants to use you, that is your next of kin, because you have the chosen blood, they can choose to use you. So it doesn't happen when you are 40 years old. Only then that you become chosen. You've always been the chosen one. It's just that until now, until you turn 40, there was never, you had not been given your roster. Yeah, you get me. So when you are 35 years old now, this old man comes giving you KPIs, key performance indicators that this and this will not go well for you until you do A, B, C, D for me. Remember, as Igqirha, there are things you can't proceed with You understand? Much as you are initiated when I yourself, you understand? These goats you eat, you ingest them yourself. But there are rituals, there are family rituals that you cannot proceed without them having been done. I made an example in one of my videos, for example, that one of the initial stages of umkweta, a new initiate, is imfukamo. But it is the procedure is such that before you fukama wena yourself, your home, your family must have fukamat. You understand? Um, and it is during imfukamo yekhaya when now everyone is here. You understand? Indlu katata omncinci, indlu katata omdala, uyayiva ke ngoku, we are all put under one hat for a number of days. Silence and peace. It's not a party. No nice food. No nice food. Oh, my English sometimes. But anyway, yeah. Um, when you are put in solitary confinement as a family, secluded from the rest of the people, so that now most of the times you are in there, all the best thing you can do is sleep because there's not much else. You know, we don't allow cell phones. We don't allow magazines. You understand? We don't allow you to even have a conversation with the person next to you. So what else would you be doing? Let's say it's 3 days. The best thing to do is to sleep. And that's when you get the dreams. And through those dreams, the answers are in the dreams. That each one of you, spirit will choose whom to visit during that confinement period. Then they give each one of you different people will come out with different messages. You understand? So that you don't hear from igqirha what needs to be done. Igqirha lizotolika. Igqirha will only interpret amatyala elikhaya as per your dreams as a family. We understand? But now I've only just started the discussion, the topic. I think there's a lot we can talk about. So I will continue maybe on the next video. We'll continue exploring the reasons and how it helps take the family forward to pay attention to appeasing our ancestors. We are nothing without our ancestors. They are our source. You understand? You don't exist alone. And your pastor is not your ancestor. Your pastor is not your ancestor. Your pastor is not your source. Let us be mindful of that. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe. Cheers.